Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so sorry I've not been active for a while now, but I'm fully back. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I made these delicious beans. If you love beans, if you want to make it exactly the way I made it, please watch to the ending of this video. If you're just coming across my video for the first time, please don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel. God bless you. The beans I'm using for this recipe today is my white beans. You can also use brown beans if you like. I do use brown beans sometimes, but today I decided to try out white beans. This is what I found inside. The beans we have here in diaspora, they are so clean. You don't need to stress yourself picking out stones and all. They came out clean. So I'm going to be washing the beans with my cold water. I'm not going to be using hot water because peeling out the skin. After rinsing the beans, I went to pour it inside my parboiling hot water. I covered it. After some few minutes, I came back to sip out the water, the first water from the beans. I don't know if I'm the only one that do this. Whenever I'm making beans, I always sip out the first water. So here I'm trying to sip out the first water from the beans. So guys, this is the water. This is the water, the first water I sip out from the beans. After that, I wash the beans again. After washing the beans, I place it back to the pot. I added enough water to cook the beans. I was about covering the beans. I remember I have not put my onions. So I'm going to be using one full onions. I love onions. Whenever I'm making beans, I love using a lot of onions. I slice my onions. I put it back inside my beans. I gave it a stir. After stirring it, I covered it again. After stirring it, I finally covered it. Don't mind my pot handle. It fell off from my hand and the handle broke. So I'm going to be using another pot. This is my second pot. That one was too slow. I have to change it to this big one. So this is me after 1 hour plus. Let's just say 2 hours. Because my gas was very slow. I came back to check on my beans. Well, the beans was already cooked, but not that much. I really want my beans well cooked, like porridge, porridge beans. So I covered it. I came to blend my pepper and my onions. I'm using one full onions and fresh pepper. So I really like a lot of onions inside my beans. A lot. The whole onions I use for this beans is 3 onions, 3 full onions. So I blended my pepper and onions. I came back to check on my beans. At this point, I was really looking for something to match these beans, because those beans eyes, I don't want to be saying it, like I really need porridge beans, but this is not porridge now. So I went to look for something to mash the beans. This is what I found. I use it very well to mash the beans. You can't believe the result. Just wait. After mashing the beans for a while, this is the result of the beans. This is what I wanted. And it's giving me that porridge vibes, guys. After smashing the beans, I went ahead to add my blended pepper and onions inside my porridge beans. After adding that, I added my smoked mackerel fish. I already deboned it. I added my nut cubes, just 2 nut cubes, because beans is already sweet on its own. I added salt. I added a lot of crayfish. Guys, when you are making beans, you make sure to have a lot of crayfish and onions. Two secret to a delicious beans is onions and crayfish. A lot of onions and crayfish. Well, let's proceed. I stirred it, gave it a good stir. I covered it. That aside, so on the other side of my gas, I added my parboiled mackerel fish. I'm going to be using this fish also for the beans. So I already parboiled it with onions or everything before frying it. So I came back after 15 minutes later to check on my beans, and I'm going to be taking it off from the gas. I placed my pan on the gas. I added my real palm oil. I really love palm oil, a lot of palm oil on my beans. If you are the type that don't like palm oil, you can just use just a little quantity. But me, I love a lot of palm oil on my beans. After heating the palm oil, I added my diced onions. I'm going to let it stir fry for 5 minutes. In fact, more than 5 minutes before adding it inside my beans. This is how I make my beans. Sometimes I do stir fry the beans, but today I decided to try out this method. You can also use this method. After stir frying it for more than 5 minutes, I added the palm oil inside my beans. You can see the magic, guys. These beans came out so well, so delicious. I gave it a good stir. I stirred it very well so that everything can go well inside. After stirring it, this is what it was giving, guys. My beans was so delicious. Why will I lie now? This beans was given. This beans was given. So I covered it. I went back to check on my fish. So I removed it from the hot oil. I added my plantain. Of course, what is beans without plantain? I really enjoyed eating beans with plantain, but especially with gari. Gari most especially. I love eating my beans with gari. So after for 10 minutes, I came back to check on it, and this is how my beans was looking. I took it off the gas, guys. So you can enjoy your beans with gari, custard, pap, bread, plantain. They all go well with it. So this is how I made my beans. You can try out this method if you are tired of stir frying your beans. This method is also good. Thank you all for watching. Please help me to subscribe to my channel, like, comment, share my videos. God bless you. See you next time, guys. Bye.